What's up guys, Jay here and welcome back to another video. Today we have something expanding on another video that we have done before. A few weeks ago I made a video talking about several games out there that are similar to DeepRockGalactic, giving you more ways to satisfy your cooperative itches. Everyone really liked that video and wanted a part 2, as well as telling me a whole plethora of games that I neglected to mention in my list. So who am I to deny the people what they want? So I put together another list of games that I feel are similar to DeepRockGalactic to give the fans even more options and expand their game libraries even more. Also, one last note, remember that this video is not sponsored by any of the games on the list. If there's any game that I hype up a lot, it's because I genuinely enjoy playing it. So if you guys are ready, here are 5 more games that are similar to DeepRockGalactic in no particular order. By the way, if you want to see more videos like this or any of these games covered in the future, let me know and be sure to subscribe because it costs nothing and really helps me out.
Drop pod has arrived. Clock is ticking. All up to you, team.
Before we get into the list, first I want to remind everyone of the conditions and parameters that I will be comparing these games to DeepRockGalactic with. I've already covered these factors in the first video, but I will give you a quick rundown of the 3 main factors that I use for my tools for comparison. First, I want to pick games that have a strong focus on working together and cooperation. So games that have class-based systems and role-based systems are a good match. Second, I wanted to pick games that are not inherently competitive since DRG has no competitive nature at all. So I wanted to pick games that don't have any kind of hyper-competitive nature like battle royale games or hyper shooters. Third, I wanted to pick games that are relatively easy to get into or at the very least start playing and learn the rest as you go. Games that either have a manageable learning curve or a low barrier of entry are good picks. And finally, before we start, I again want to clarify that this list is purely based on my personal opinion. I haven't played every game under the sun, and there are plenty out there that I'm sure people will tell me about. So if there is something that I didn't mention, it's not because I didn't like it, it's probably just because I haven't played it. So if there is a game out there that you think should be on this list, or if there is a game on this list that you think shouldn't be, let me know down in the comments. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. First game on our list today is Earth Defense Force. Now this one came to me after hearing many of you mention it in the last video. When I looked it up, I wasn't sure which version of the game I should get, but I decided to go with 4.1 The Shadow of New Despair, because A, it was highly rated, and B, it was on sale, so I had to. But I must say it was a fantastic investment. EDF4 is an insanely fun third-person shooter that puts you in the shoes of an elite soldier in the Earth Defense Force. With a wide array of weapons and equipment at their disposal, players must battle waves of gigantic insects, robots, and other monstrous creatures across various different environments all over Earth. The game offers both single-player and cooperative multiplayer modes, allowing players to team up with friends to tackle the alien threat together. The game offers a vast selection of many weapons, including rifles, rocket launchers, energy swords, nuclear bomb launchers, the list just goes on and on and on, allowing players to customize their loadouts based on personal playstyle. There are different classes to play, and additionally, the game's enemy variety is staggering, featuring numerous giant insects, spiders, aliens, robots, and massive bosses. I can't help but feel that Ghost Ship Games got a lot of their inspiration from this particular title and put their own twist on it. Either way, this game is a blast if you just like slinging bullets in a massive horde of bugs. Plus, the voice acting in this game is just amazing to listen to.
It's certain that the Ravagers were waiting until the giant insects contaminated the Earth.
The second game on our list is Warhammer Vermintide or Warhammer 40k Darktide. This one was kind of difficult to separate since these games are so similar in nature, so I decided to put them into one position. The biggest difference being that one is primarily melee focused and the other is more ranged focused. These two games, both set in the Warhammer universe, are very similar to Left 4 Dead, which we covered in the last video. They're both co-op first-person games where you and up to 3 friends go through various missions and environments, trying to get to the end of the stage while battling swarms of enemies and very strong elite threats, with a wide array of weapons and powers. Where these games deviate from Left 4 Dead is that they have a character class and ability system in addition to them. There are several different types of characters that you can play as, and each have their own unique weapons and abilities that allow you to customize your loadouts and setups even more and have more personalization than ever before. This is for those who want to have a different spin on their co-op experience. Whether in Vermintide hacking and slashing or in Darktide blasting and booming, either one of these games will satisfy your horde slaying itch. Plus, it's Warhammer. Everything's fantastic with Warhammer. Number 3, we have Alien Fireteam Elite. This one has a special place in my heart because I personally love the Alien franchise and this game is no exception. Aliens Fireteam Elite is an intense 3-player cooperative shooter set in the universe of the iconic Alien film franchise. It offers a challenging cooperative shooting experience where players form a team of colonial marines and face off against hordes of the xenomorphs. There are a wide range of character classes to choose from, like the Gunner, the Doc, and the Lancer, each with unique abilities and loadouts. Players must work together to overcome the relentless alien threat. The game has multiple campaign missions and a variety of enemy types, including obviously the aliens, but also synths and robots as well. Players need to use tactical decision making, utilize different weapons and gadgets, and effectively communicate with their teammates to survive the onslaught. The game features a progression system allowing players to unlock new weapons, equipment, and character upgrades as they complete missions. One thing I will say is that this game is a bit more intense than Deep Rock at times. It leans a bit more into the hardcore side of things, but not too much to where I didn't feel like it made the list. It's a fun tactical shooter that gives you a chance to experience the Alien movies the way you've always wanted to. Next up at number 4 is Gunfire Reborn. This one really came out of nowhere, and I tried it once and really liked what I saw. This roguelike title offers a unique blend of fast-paced shooting action, role-playing elements, and procedurally generated levels. Players assume the role of a hero and embark on a quest to defeat powerful enemies and uncover the mysteries of the mystical Reborn realm. There is a pretty good roster of heroes, each with distinct abilities and playstyles. As they progress through the game, players earn experience and unlock powerful weapons, skills, and enhancements that further augment their hero's capabilities. Essentially, it's a very fun roguelike hero shooter that also has a looter shooter element to it. Its vibrant art style coupled with its dynamic gameplay creates an engaging and addictive experience. Whether playing solo or with friends, Gunfire Reborn offers an exhilarating and rewarding shooting experience in a visually appealing and ever-changing world. Besides, the characters look adorable. I mean, just look how fluffy he is. Finally, at number 5, we have Helldivers. So this one is probably my new favorite on this list. I just got it recently and have already become addicted to it. Helldivers combines fast-paced action with tactical gameplay. Players embark on dangerous missions across procedurally generated planets, battling against a variety of enemy types, all in an attempt to claim the planets in the name of Super Earth. The game emphasizes teamwork and coordination as players engage in intense firefights, deploy advanced weaponry, and call in support from orbital strikes to turn the tide of battle. With a range of customization loadouts and character progression, players can tailor their approach to each mission. Helldivers provides an insanely fun cooperative shooter experience. A combination of intense gameplay, tactical depth, and challenging missions makes for an adrenaline-fueled adventure. The sense of accomplishment when successfully completing a mission as a well-coordinated team is so satisfying. Whether you're a fan of cooperative shooters or enjoy tactical gameplay, Helldivers delivers an addicting and thrilling experience. To everyone who told me about this game in the comments of the last video, I thank you so much for telling me about this gem. Also, the second game is coming out at some point in time this year, so you bet I'm going to be playing that a ton.
Impeccable work. You're making good progress.
Just like last time, we're also going to have 2 honorable mentions. These were so close to making the list but fell short in just one of the criterias, so that's why they're honorable mentions. First honorable mention is GTFO. GTFO is a hardcore cooperative first-person shooter that plunges players into a terrifying underground complex filled with horrifying creatures. This game focuses a lot on intense teamwork, communication, and heavy resource management. Players must work together to explore the dark and hostile environment, gather resources, and complete challenging objectives while fending off grotesque and just disgusting looking enemies. With an emphasis on strategic planning, limited resources, and punishing difficulty, GTFO is a lot more intense than your normal co-op shooter. For that reason, I didn't put it on the main list because it is a lot more difficult to learn the best ways to handle a mission, leading to the game being very punishing to new players, which may turn people away from the beginning. The second honorable mention is Sea of Thieves. I know a lot of people are going to probably read me for this one, but I had to put this as an honorable mention and not on the main list. Let me explain. Set in a stunning open world environment, Sea of Thieves lets players embark on thrilling voyages across treacherous seas, encountering other players, formidable skeleton crews, and mythical creatures along the way. As a pirate, players can engage in intense ship-to-ship battles, search for buried treasures, and embark on exciting quests. The game encourages cooperative play as crews must work together to navigate the seas. The only reason this one didn't make the list is because there is PvP in this game and it's completely dependent on the players. While the community has gotten better a lot recently, there is still the issue of sometimes you just get a random player crew that just wants to make your life miserable for no reason, and that can ruin a lot of fun for a lot of the people. Still, though, the game is very fun and has a very strong sense of teamwork when everything does go your way. Well, there you have it. 5 more games that if you like DeepRockGalactic, you will certainly enjoy these games, plus 2 honorable mentions as a bonus. I really did like putting together a part 2 for this list as it helped me discover more great titles to try out. If you want to see any of these games either covered or streamed at any point on the channel, let me know down in the comments. Also keep letting me know if there are even more titles out there that I missed, because who knows, maybe I can add a part 3 to this list if there are enough games out there. Anyway, hope you guys found this video helpful. Please be sure to give it a like because it tells me what types of videos you guys want to see. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time for another video.